What's up, it's the Jew here, and we're going to be talking about the second edition and half to best lineup. This is the offensive half. What we're going to be talking about is what key attributes each position has that is the most crucial for that position. Okay, and how that gets changed if you hit best lineup, because best lineup is what the AI is going to where they're going to put your players at based on their overall. Okay, so the best overall wide receiver is going to go here and the worst is going to go here. Okay, this is the number 2 wide receiver slot. I love to run 2 tight ends, so this wide receiver of Devonta Parker, he's going to be gone very shortly and replaced with another tight end. Why do I like to have another tight end to this flex spot? Blocking, ladies and gentlemen, and versatility. Not just that, blocking, because the best players to get the ball in the end zone is your 6'6", 260-pound tight end. Okay, he's going to be able to get over the top of anybody else and jump up and grab that ball in that triple coverage, because once you get up into the red zone, the defense scrunches up and you don't have that huge field. But between the 20s, what I love to have is my wide receivers, and what's a key component for my wide receivers, that is speed, because we're going between the 20s, ladies and gentlemen. We want to be able to burn those cornerbacks. So speed, but without speed, you can't have very good speed without the acceleration. Without acceleration, there is no speed, and that's crucial for being able to stop and go and changing direction on routes. Other very, very, very important stuff, of course, is going to be catch, awareness. The agility plays somewhat of a part, especially after the catch, as to how fast you're going to be able to take off with the ball. But stuff like your spin move and juke move and your carry really aren't going to be as important, especially if you throw a lot of long bombs like I do. But jump is going to be. Elusiveness, for sure, absolutely. And those are some things that you really want for this wide receiver position. Same thing over here. One thing I also notice when you're training your players, don't get discouraged because they're a lower rating. Here's one problem I've ran into, okay, with Zeke. Okay, Ezekiel Elliott, he starts out as an 88, and because he's an 88, he starts out with 86 speed. I got him up to 96, and the man only has 93 speed. And that is with that's with the speed booster. He has 92 speed, okay? And he's at 96. If I would have had CJ Perosi here balling at 96, I think he would be somewhere around 98, 99, 100 speed. I mean, that would be just crushing to defenses. That would be home run hitting 24/7. Okay, in the offensive tackle and guard positions, we're going to have the number 1 slot over here. Why does the AI put that as the number 1 side? Okay, here's why. Is because they believe that most of the run plays are going up into the left, but in reality you could flip the run play to go any direction you want to. So put these players based on to where you prefer to go. Okay, where do you like to drop back and pass? Myself, when I drop back, I like to get right in front of the receiver regardless of what direction he's in, but most of the time I kind of find myself going to the right, so I kind of like a little more pass blocking going up over into here. But all my guys are all based on run block, so they are all going to have a higher run block, and that's just something I really love. I love these power line players. They just give you that. This center, one of my favorite things about a center is impact block. I'm telling you what, don't underestimate the impact block. When he pushes over that defensive tackle or defensive end or anybody in the line, it's free and clear and open to do whatever you want. You don't have to block him if the man's on his A or on his butt. Alright, next we're going to be looking at your quarterback. What are some key components and why I don't use that garbage long shot player. Why the long shot player is good? You can keep him on your bench because you, I believe, can lever him up to like 40 different times. Okay, but in the end, he's still only going to be about as good as these elite players. And going back to what I was saying about the lower ones being just fine when you start out. So a great card that just came out is Shawn Watson. He is going to be an 80 OVR. Okay, once you get that man to 90, I believe he's going to be sitting somewhere like at in the just around 90. I think 89 in the throw accuracy deep and 90 in the short once you get him up to level 90. That's only 10 levels. So he's going to be right around here with Matthew Stafford, but one thing he is going to have on him is he's going to have a whole bunch more speed. He's going to be sitting around 90 speed. He won't have the throw power, but man, is he going to be able to scramble. So that's something that you could really fall back on if you don't have a quarterback and you're sitting with that long shot player. Go grab Shawn Watson. It only takes 10 different of those contract cards or players to get him. He's a super great investment. Next, what we're going to be talking about, which is very important, and lastly, is this flex spot. Don't let it fool you. This is not a flex spot. This is your fullback spot. I see a lot of guys rocking Marshawn Lynch over here and other players like that because they went and gotten their halfback, and then Marshawn Lynch is still sitting on their bench. So once they hit best lineup, it goes ahead and puts him in here because he's rocking around an 82 or something like that. Whereas if you have a gold halfback sitting around 79, he is going to have extremely better blocking skills, and that's the name of the game over here, is blocking. Okay, because I think there's only like one, and maybe they might come up with two, maybe possibly three total running plays for your flex position to run the ball. There's not many, and there's really not many passing either. Okay, so we're going to exit out with that, and what I would like you guys to do after you drop that like is, once you get here, let us know what's in your special teams and who your favorite special teams kick returner and kickers are, because those are two super important players. I got Marcus Sherrills over here. He has 95 speed, and the reason why I picked him over some of the other guys, because there's a couple that can push 100 speed, rocking in that 80 by being only a gold player, is he has 95 strength. I just love strength. I can't get enough of it. Okay, kicking. Just love Aushka here. He's got the perfect amount of kick power. Okay, and why I love that kick power to be rocking and hovering right around 80 is because he's going to be kicking the ball. The AI, when he kicks you the ball, is going to be kicking it right around the 1 yard line, and that's where you want it. You don't really want him to kick it into the end zone, maybe a little bit into it. You want these guys to be taking it out so that you can get them. So I'm going to go ahead and take off, and I wish you guys a very Merry Halloween.